good news is that I expect our vaccines to work against these variants. That's really good news. But especially that UK variant is here. It's circulating in almost every state in the country, and it will become dominant in the next 4 weeks. And in my mind, the next 4 to 6 weeks is the time period we have to vaccinate as many high-risk people as possible.
Are you satisfied with the effort? I mean, 1.7 million shots per day seems pretty good compared to what we've seen.
Yeah, no, it's clearly an improvement, and I'm never going to be satisfied until we get every high-risk person vaccinated. So I'd love to see more. The challenge, of course, is production. We can only make vaccines so fast. I think states are doing a better job getting it out. Some states are still struggling. In general, I think we're getting better. I want to keep going.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about this UK variant. Why is that in particular so troubling to you?
Yeah, the reason is when we look at every other country that's been hit by it, obviously UK, but Ireland and Portugal, Denmark, other places, you get this huge spike in cases because it's so much more contagious. It seems to almost come out of nowhere and just cause this large spike, followed by large numbers of hospitalizations and deaths. We should have visibility into this. We know it's coming. We've really got to get ready for it. And again, protecting people with vaccines is critical.
Then talk a little bit about why we're seeing cases decline and whether because of the more contagious variant, whether you expect to see that trend reverse.
Yeah, so first of all, just great news that cases have come down. And as you said, have come down a lot, 60 some odd percent. Hospitalizations are down. Deaths are not down that much yet, but they will fall in the next few weeks. So that's all terrific. And we got to keep driving those lower because I do expect as the variant, which still is a small proportion of our cases, as it begins to take off, I do expect a reversal. I do expect increases in cases and hospitalizations and deaths. And if we can avoid that, or if we can reduce that or minimize that, that'll make a big difference.
Do you have any insight into whether we're seeing cases decline because we're testing less? I know that some of these testing centers have been now converted to vaccine centers, so perhaps it lessens the availability of the tests.
Yeah, no, that's been thrown out. The bottom line is I don't think that's a major issue. In the past, that had been. But I know that that's not the major force driving it for a couple of reasons. One is percent of tests coming back positive has also declined. That's usually a good sign. But also we're starting to see drops in hospitalizations. That would not be explained by testing. So I wish that testing hadn't been dropping. I wish we could do testing and vaccinations. But I don't think that's the major driver of declining cases.
Dr. Ashish Jha, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your insight and your experience.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.